K420, back at you. With the video that is one of I don't know. I guess it'd be one of the things that y'all know I did a vid. Oh, that was kind of weird. I wonder if anyway, y'all know I did a bid. And in female prison, things are a lot different than in male prison. In male prisons, when you hurt kids or you hurt women or you are a sex offender, population usually takes care of you in its own way. You don't have a very good experience in prison. However, I'm ashamed as a female to even admit this, but uh, it's not like that. These girls break bread with women who are in there for DWIs or burglaries, or literally knowing their charges. Everybody knows when they come in. Nobody. Yeah, granted, there are some severe cases that do. People do take advantage of the situation and make their punishment a little bit worse. I'm just saying that in general, it don't go down like that, and I'm just letting y'all know. But why am I letting y'all know that? Because this week alone, these two young moms have, between the two of them, killed 5 children. And in very gruesome ways, in my mind, very gruesome. So let's talk about it. Rachel Henry, first off. Yeah, guys, it's sad to say it, but in female prisons, there's just nobody there to really. Everybody's worried about themselves. They don't care what the other person did, and they only are caring about getting home as soon as they can. And in reality, there's very few people who have that nothing to lose thing. Oh, what is up with the camp? Oh, I think it's because USA Today will not allow me. Maybe they will. Who knows? We'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I'm going to just spend a second talking about this Rachel Henry girl, because it says the death of Rachel Henry's mother in 2018 left her reeling. She turned to drugs and lost custody of her children at one point. So remember that. This isn't a first time, falling apart when she, at her young age, having children. Okay, so it says then she and her fiance, yeah, that always rings a bell to me, moved across the country. Hold on. I hate that it goes that fast. Okay, with their 3 children. Moved across the country with the 3 children from Oklahoma to Arizona. The cross-country move was likely darkened by the fact that Henry didn't have a job or any money. Oh, boy. She spent her days at home with 3 children, all under the age of 4. Okay, many of us have done that, counting myself. On Monday, police arrested Henry after she allegedly killed her children in the Phoenix home. Court records say she confessed to smothering to death 3-year-old Zane Esri Henry, 23-month-old Mariah Henry, and 6-month-old Catalaya Kiana Rios, singing songs to them as they died, placing their body on a couch as though they were sleeping. Henry did not provide police investigators with a motive for the alleged killing, but experts say her story is tragically familiar. There's a pattern to these cases, pattern to the point that when looking back at what happened, there's a sense of inevitability that the harm was going to come, and it was just a matter of when and what was going to happen, Michelle Oberman said, a professor at Santa Clara University of Law. The kids were previously removed from home. Like I said, remember that, because that's always a clue that there should have been enough people around to notice when things were going awry with her. But it says Henry grew up in the small town of Prague, Oklahoma, graduated from high school and studied to be a CNA. A Facebook page from Henry's 30-year-old fiance said the couple became engaged in May of 2019. He shares the last name with only the youngest child. It is not clear if he is the father of all 3. He and another adult, an aunt, were at the home with Henry when police discovered the children. Oh, that's no good. Henry's mother died. Excuse me. Sorry, I knew it was coming. Henry's mother died in 2018. Family members of her fiance said Henry was deeply affected by the death. Both she and her fiance became addicted to meth, according to family members and friends in Oklahoma who spoke to the reporters with the Oklahoman. In 2018, the children were placed with the Department of Human Services, Oklahoma, due to an unsafe environment because of domestic violence and substance abuse by both parents. Mother was arrested. Police accused of killing her 3 kids. She said she smothered them while singing. The agency said Wednesday it's reviewing any contacts that occurred with Henry or her children and is conducting an internal assessment. The assessment will remain confidential, and at the time of their deaths, the children of Rachel Henry were not Wow. At the time of their deaths, the children of Rachel Henry were not in custody of the Department of Human Services. The department said they had been contacted by Arizona law enforcement and are cooperating fully. There she is now, this little psycho. Anyway, news of the Henry's arrest spread quickly. Oh, I already read that part. Yeah, no, it's which has sorry, let me read it again. News of Henry's arrest spread quickly in Prague, which has a population of 2,400 and located about an hour east of Oklahoma City. Adam Hollick, who owns Hollick Service Station off of Main Street, recalled that the numerous times he and his father helped Henry with free car repairs and gave her rides around town. Hollick said, Henry was sometimes seen aimlessly walking up and down Main Street, often looking lost and confused. Customers in and out of the service station this week were all talking about Henry's arrest. I don't see how anyone could do that, Hollick said. I knew they were kind of shady, but to kill 3 kids, I just can't believe that. Andy Lee operates the Prague's Time Herald and said that while he was delivering that morning's paper, several customers asked him what he knew about Henry. People are definitely in shock that she's from here. I have no memory of her personally, but one of my sons went to high school with her. It's just so sad, Lee said. Strange behavior in the days before the murders. Let's see what she was doing. Henry and her fiance moved to Arizona in 2019. The couple lived in a pale yellow manufactured home on a trailer. That means trailer. You guys, they have all these new PC words, and if you don't know what they are, you'll be thinking something bigger and better than it is. When they say manufactured home on a lot, it's trailer. 99.29%. Because they do have these other things, but no, these guys did not live in one of them. Anyhow, especially when I tell you the rest of this. It says they lived on this lot in Phoenix with 3 children and a 49-year-old woman identified to the court as either the aunt of Henry or the fiance. Henry didn't work. It told the judge during her initial court appearance that she doesn't have money. Family members told police that Henry, who has the history of methamphetamine addiction, had been acting strange the past several days. Pictures left at the Growing Memorial outside the home showed the children with with heads of thick dark hair and wide dark brown eyes. The photos were left in, that's where I saw bags. Okay. I was like, where did I come up with that word? The photos were left in plastic bags for protection from the rain. And amid a large collection of stuffed animals, balloons, flowers, and prayer candles, the middle child, Mariah, would have turned 2 next week. Henry was alone in the home when she smothered Mariah, according to the court documents. She told the police she wrestled with the child before placing her hand over her daughter's mouth. Mariah kicked in protest as 3-year-old Zane yelled at his mom to stop and tried to punch her in the face. Henry was unfazed and continued to smother the girl until he stopped. Continued to smother the girl until it's just a misprint, until she stopped breathing. She left her body in the back bedroom and she then tried to chase down Zane. Does this not sound eerily familiar to Andrea Yates show? How she chased down all 5 kids and drowned them in a bathtub. Only this mother did. Oh my God. Anyway, keep going. Sorry, I'm shaking. And I haven't even read this whole thing yet. I'm reading it for the first time with you, both of these. I know the basics, but I don't know the actual step. Okay, anyway, she tried to chase down Zane. She told police she was stopped when the aunt and fiance returned home. According to court documents, they unknowingly sat in the next room as Henry changed the boy's underpants, straddled him with her legs, and smothered him as she sang to him. Oh my God, thank God you cannot see my face right now. He scratched his mother's chest and tried to pinch her to get her to stop. The probable cause statement says Henry next fed the 6-month-old Catalia a bottle in her bedroom until the baby fell asleep. Again, Henry sang a song while smothering the child to death. Henry placed the bodies of all 3 children in the living room as though they were taking a nap. She didn't tell her fiance or aunt what happened. A female called 911 about 7:20 p.m. Monday to report the 3 children were dead. There's blood on more than one hand. The details of Henry's case mirrors countless others nationwide. Oberman wrote in 2 books on the subject of filicide, said many of the women who commit these murders are often isolated in their issues of motherhood and they have mental health issues or previous trauma. They may not have anyone to turn to help or for help and spend long hours alone with the children. Sorry, guys. I am still fighting this cold, and I'm so scared now with everything else that's going on, over in China. Pardon me here for a second. I gotta keep taking a drink every now and then, or else I'll sound like I'm dying. Drug problems may further aggravate the issues. Isolation of moving to a new place, desperation that comes with having no money or job would only make things worse. No doubt about it. But a lot of us have felt and experienced all of those things and have not, have not killed our children. You know what I mean? We have chosen to take it out on a punch a hole in the wall, or go to the gun range and shoot off a couple rounds into a target, or go to the gym and sweat it out. It's like, I don't understand how there's all these psychiatrists out there jumping up in the middle to say she is just like all these other women who were stressed out being left at home with the kids, and that nobody forced her to be at home. It's not like she couldn't go out and look for employment. Nobody forced her to not seek mental health treatment. She had a family that was actively participating in her life. So why wasn't that family telling her that she needed, more treatment? It says Olson has not treated Henry, but not noted psychosis is a possible side effect of methamphetamine use. Okay, we're going to go to the next one really quick, because I go to this next article for one piece. Mother up. Sorry. I should have just clicked on the next one like I wanted. There we go. Nope. It doesn't matter. So anyway, we already read the part where she sang to the kids. That's what the next article was about. And I didn't expect it to be in the first article, USA Today article. So really, that was the morbid part of that killing to me. A mother literally killed her child, and because the children's father and aunt, or her fiance and aunt, why is the camera not available? That is so strange. I swear to you, anyway, they were not available. Yeah, okay. Anywho, sorry guys. This is another one that happened, I believe, 2 days after. I'm not positive. I might have them backwards. January 6th. Yeah, because this one was actually a week. Okay, this is the beginning of the 10 days, and the other one. So this actually should have been first, but I didn't see anything about this, guys. And so when I was looking up information about the other mother, I kept getting information about this mother, and I was like, wait a minute, I got to put these two together. Guys, this is from Chicago. This is a very scary thing, okay? Chicago is a city, and they have high rises, and I think all of us as mothers fear our children and toddlers and windows and high rises as it is on an accidental basis. But this Chicago mother is accused of killing her 2 young children, stabbing her grandfather, right? Before jumping out a window on a high rise, right? She was charged with murder. But guess how let me explain. Hang on a second. Why is that so fast? All right, here we go. Aaliyah Newell, 20, charged Saturday with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 account of attempted first-degree murder, and the death death of her 2-year-old son, John Tavis, according to the Cook County State's Attorney Office. Newell was charged while in critical condition at the University of Chicago's Medical Center. Yes, while in critical condition, she was charged. Yes. Mm-hmm. And no, my dog's not coming in. Go lay down with your mother. Go. You're not coming in. No. It's my time. Anyhow, her 70-year-old grandfather, Cordell Walker, was stabbed 10 times and is expected to survive. It says the children were taken to Comer Children's Hospital, where they pronounced dead. I don't know why it happened. Zero Newell, the children's grandfather, said, sorry. Don't do that. Police were called to the Water's Edge Apartments on South. Where did that just go? I knew it. There we go. There. Okay. Sorry, I was waiting for it to happen, but I didn't think it would do it after I got this far down. It says police were called to the apartments just before 2 a.m. where they found Newell and John Tavis on the ground outside the building. Inside, they found Walker moaning in a pool of blood. Amir was found dead in the bathtub. He had sustained 19 stab wounds. The baby. In the head. And had blisters from scalding water. That's not the worst. Remember, she was found outside on the ground with her other child. Do you think that, hang on, let me read it. I think it says, prosecutors say Newell was using the bath at Walker's apartment when the 70-year-old came in to use the toilet. She hit him in the head with the towel bar before grabbing a knife, stabbing him repeatedly. According to court documents, she went to the living room and picked up her 2-year-old son before throwing him out the 11th story window. Newell jumps roughly 20 seconds later, crashing through a window washer scaffold on the 3rd floor and fell onto the concrete. Had it not been for that scaffolding, she'd be dead too if she had dropped the way her son had went and not hit the scaffolding. But she broke through the scaffolding, crashing through a window washer, and it says she suffered a broken wrist and ankle. It says she was in severe, or I don't know, you heard it just a few minutes ago. However, the only thing I have good to say is Chicago, even though it's a liberal freaking lunatic city, they don't have this shitty ass bail reform that New York has, because knowing that this girl would be out on no bail as soon as she heals up. But thankfully, it says Aaliyah Newell, 20, charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of attempted first-degree murder, will not be getting bail. So that's something we can all celebrate. The crash was heard by a building security worker who called 911. So the judge, Susanna Ortiz, called Newell's alleged crimes a reflection of wanton cruelty and ordered her to jail without bail. Newell, who stayed at Chicago's homeless shelter from Monday to Wednesday morning, said she told acquaintances she couldn't take care of the kids. She was diagnosed with a mood disorder and after an attempted suicide during the summer. Newell also told her mother that she wanted to get her life together. If her condition improves, Newell is set to appear in court on Monday, said prosecutors. And again, like I said, the reason I really wanted to bring up these 2 cases is to show you guys that, or to let you guys know a little something, that these girls are gonna just go to jail as if they committed a crime, a normal everyday. If there is an everyday crime, as if they committed one. There isn't a female prison that I know about or that I've been at that I can say that people who did things like this to their children ever punishment. Not only did they get hit bids of 1 to 3 or 2 to 4, and they get to get out on that first merit board or some bullshit like that. A lot of them don't ever have to do a day in prison because they get county deals. 6 months in county, 10 years probation. That's a famous pedo bid right there. It's also a famous First time, if you can prove that, there's a lot of these ones that say they smothered their babies by accident, rolled over on them, or there was the one that got out on, she did 6 months and got 10 years probation, the one that threw her baby in the trash, and they proved it was born dead. But that doesn't give her a right to, I mean, if they couldn't have proven that it was stillborn, if it had been alive, it would have been an entirely different case. You would have said she disposed of it in the garbage like a piece of trash. But because it was born dead, there was no one there to defend its already deceased body, and say, well, it should have been disposed of properly. Those things don't really ever get thought through. But anyway, if you'd like to support my channel, the things on the screen, I got about 5 videos to put out today, whatever, I better get my shit together, huh?